Welcome to this tutorial on nullable types in Kotlin. In this video, you'll learn how Kotlin handles null safety, one of its most powerful features that helps prevent common runtime errors. Kotlin's approach to nullability is built directly into the type system, making your code safer and more predictable. Before we dive into Kotlin's solution, let's understand the problem. NullPointerException is one of the most common runtime errors in programming. In fact, Tony Hoare, the inventor of null references, famously called it his billion-dollar mistake. These errors occur when you try to access properties or methods on an object that doesn't exist, causing your application to crash unexpectedly. Kotlin solves this problem by building null safety directly into the type system. Unlike many other programming languages, Kotlin distinguishes between variables that can hold null values and those that cannot. By default, all variables in Kotlin are non-nullable, meaning they cannot hold a null value. This design choice eliminates a huge class of potential runtime errors right at compile time. Let's see this in action. When you declare a variable with a type like string, it is non-nullable by default. For example, if you create a variable called name of type string and assign it the value Kotlin, everything works fine. However, if you try to assign null to this variable, the Kotlin compiler will immediately give you a compilation error. The compiler prevents you from making this mistake before your code even runs. But what if you actually need a variable that can hold a null value? Kotlin provides a simple and explicit way to do this. You add a question mark after the type name. So instead of string, you write string with a question mark. Now the variable name can hold either a valid string value or null. When you assign null to this nullable variable, the compiler accepts it without any errors. The question mark syntax makes nullability explicit and visible in your code. Here's where Kotlin's safety really shines. Once you have a nullable type, you cannot access its properties or methods directly. For example, if name is of type string with a question mark, and you try to access its length property using the regular dot notation, the compiler will give you an error. This is intentional. Kotlin forces you to handle the possibility that the value might be null before you can use it. To safely access properties on nullable types, Kotlin provides the safe call operator, written as question mark followed by a dot. When you use name question mark dot length, Kotlin checks if name is null. If name has a value, it returns the length. If name is null, the entire expression returns null instead of throwing an exception. The result is of type int with a question mark, meaning it could be either an integer or null. This pattern makes null handling safe and predictable. Let's recap the key concepts. First, all types in Kotlin are non-nullable by default, which prevents most null pointer errors. Second, to allow null values, you explicitly add a question mark after the type name. And third, to safely access properties on nullable types, you use the safe call operator, question mark dot. These features work together to make Kotlin one of the safest languages for handling null values. Thank you for watching, and keep coding safely.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.